Alright, and we are now in the Frosty Forest, where there is an Azurill. So what the fuck? Well, if I'm going to be breaking this up into YouTube episodes, this is going to be a lot of fun. Because I'm already going to have to edit that out. And yeah, I've been kind of neglecting my YouTube channel as well as everything else. Yeah, the carbos, etc. are permanent. Okay, so see, that's where some of the terminology gets really confusing because you just said that it's permanent but not permanent at the same time, but again, that's more about the descriptions not being descriptive. And just, they could have worded them in such a better way. Or even just put in, the effect is permanent for the dungeon. Or the effect wears off outside of the dungeon. It really would be just that simple. So anyways, I get the feeling that the next Pokemon we're going to run into is going to be, what do you call it? Articuno. But, yeah, anyways, oh, look, it's a Sentret. Alright, so one thing that does keep happening each Pokemon generation is that the Pokemon creators keep coming up with, like, certain Pokemon archetypes. So, like, let's take, for example, well, Sentret. I'm looking at an Azurill right now instead of a Sentret, but you know what I mean. The Pokemon team always comes up with certain Pokemon first. Like, for example, Sentret, Furret, wow. They always come up with certain Pokemon in each area. So, like, you have the Sentret Furret line, which kind of took over for Rattata and Raticate. And then you have, well, not this one exactly. Shoot! Yeah, we're... Oh wait, no. Timothy is still frozen. Okay, there we go. I am no longer frozen, and I am not leading with that Pokemon anymore. No, anyways. Ah, yes! Stats gained from berries are not permanent. Lost after leaving dungeon. Carbosy things are permanent ones. Plus, if you see them in dungeons, just use them immediately. Storing them is just a waste of space. Yeah, I usually don't find those in dungeons. I usually found them in chests after dungeons, I think. Or, like, I literally have no memory of when I picked up the Carbos and protein things. I literally have no memory of that. Koyo is an interesting move. Anyways, Timothy... Oh my god, really? How did you walk around that? Well, okay, I know why why you walked around that, but it was still dumb because you had a different stat that was down. So... Oh, right, quest rewards. That's probably where I found them. Anyways. The real moral of the story is that I didn't even realize I had that many, but at the same time, I can't really do anything about it right now. Oh. Alright, got a gold ribbon from that. So, we're gonna do that, because I have Metal Claw on Dazzle, and I was right not to get rid of Metal Claw. Anyways, how did I not find the stairs yet? Siri? Oh my god, the stairs are in the one room I haven't visited the whole time. This is amazing. This is the first time that this has actually happened. Yeah, I know that they nullify my stat boost, but Timothy also had a lowered stat. So I wanted to deal with that as well. And yeah. Anyways, that took a while. But yeah, no. The Pokemon, rather than like that, alright, let's talk about things that I'm looking for, that I hope that they do for the next game. Which is to say, I hope that they stop doing like the Pokemon that you get at the start of the region that you may not continue using. So, example would be the sort of mouse slash small mammal Pokemon that you always see at the beginning of the game. So you have your Sentret, and for fuck's sake, really? You have your Sentret and your Furrets. You've got your you have the Sentrets and Furrets, which replace the Rattata and Raticate, which replace the Zigzagoon and Linoon. Oh, okay. It's just that. I used a link box, yeah. And you have all of those Pokemon that you get at the beginning of the game, but they're really just like fulfilling an archetype that you expect to see in these games. And aside from like, well, oh my gosh, I can't remember the sheep Pokemon from Gen 8. Like, really, aside from a few that do really actually stand out in a way, because, wow, I'm totally having a brain moment. Okay, Spin Trap didn't work. Yeah, Wooloo, thank you. But yeah, like, you had Wooloo and its evolution, which, like... Okay, yes, Wooloo is a regular normal type, but Bubble hits from that far away? But its evolution, I think, became a Steel type? And again, I have a special spot in my heart for Steel types. But more importantly, it was actually a variation on the starting mammal Pokemon, as I'm gonna call it. Oh, that's interesting. Can you take care of that one first? Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, Wooloo and Dubwool, that's it. Actually did introduce a variation on the starting Pokemon. Ah! I was hoping I'd be able to get farther. You know what? Let's try it. As opposed to, like, other generations where you didn't really get that. Like, everything was just normal type evolves into a normal type. We had a little bit of variation with Alola, but at the same time, we didn't, because we still had the, their generation, oh, come on. We still had to deal with, shoot, I'm forgetting a whole bunch of Pokemon's names right now. But, again, we still had, like, another normal mammal-type Pokemon introduced in that generation anyway, despite having the Alola variation of Raticate. And just, they had a chance to break away from the formula, and they didn't. And that's sometimes the really annoying thing that happens. And like that happened again in Gen 8, and I hope that they can get away from that in the future with Gen... What? Well, sure. That was interesting. Okay, there we go. Shoot. Double is still a pure normal type? Are you kidding me? I thought it was, I really thought that Dubwool was not just a pure normal type. Man. My own memory lied to me. Anyways, that's not new. And again, that does kind of go to show that they really don't break away from that formula, and I really wish that they would. In my heart of hearts, I really thought that Dubwool was a normal Steel-type Pokemon, or something like that, because that would have been really cool. If they had, like, stepped away from normal type two-tier evolution Pokemon being in the starting area. Like, we've seen that for each generation. It's old. Someone has intruded upon the forest. Why am I using this voice? The enfeebled flow of icy winds. Is the intrusion to blame? It must be stopped. No one has a brain cell, for it is to protect the forest. Also, that's new for these areas. Like, neither Mount Blaze nor Mount Thunder, I think it was, had a message like that from, well, the legendary bird. But this one did for some reason. Why? We don't know. Because they've never done that before. And it's like, yes, let's break formula. So let's just do this right now. Okay, found the stairs, but let's go see what these items are. Am I out of... Great. Am I at... Where do I check? There we go. Right, so I'm not out of razor leaves yet. I am nearly out of them, but that's not the same as being out of them. Spark? Sure. But yeah, I do want to see the Pokemon Company break away from reusing tropes for Pokemon designs. And I think that's like what some of it comes down to for me, is not necessarily... That's what it comes down to me the most, is that a lot of new generation Pokemon are just reusing old stereotypes. So like you have your starting 3-tier evolution bug type Pokemon. You have the starting 2-tier evolution mammal Pokemon and your bird Pokemon. Gen 6 kind of broke away from that with Talonflame and Fletchfinder. I think it did. But anyways, we keep getting Pokemon archetypes when, like, those archetypes are not necessarily the most interesting things that they could do, in my opinion. So... And I think that's what it kind of comes down to for me, is that I want to see the Pokemon Company start to do... Oh, come on, I wanted the apple! Boo! Great. I need to get Dazzle out of there. Also, what can I do about... I don't have... Man, seriously, I took the raw berries out of there. Alright, so... The problem is, Dazzle is still burned. And yeah, I just took 20 damage from the burn. I just took all of that damage in one go. Because, I mean, right now my only solution is to let you faint, because I don't have a way to heal you and nothing else works. Seriously. Is this a heal seed? Nope, it's a tiny reviver seed. Guess what I'm going to be using real soon? Can we please just get this over with and finally? Also, we're just gonna go right ahead, right now, and get rid of this plain tiny seed. And we're gonna throw it. Good. And so yeah, I am of the mind that we are at the point with Pokemon where we don't need 100 Pokemon introduced each generation. We definitely don't need 150 introduced each generation. What would be, in my opinion, more interesting to see is older Pokemon getting updates of sorts, or just reusing them. So like, seeing Nosepass being reused again in Pokemon Legends Arceus, which makes sense because you do see it in Sinnoh, because that's when they introduced its evolution. But like seeing Nosepass again was kind of nice. It's like, oh yeah, this Pokemon exists, which was pretty cool. But again, it's like, do we really need to get another Rattata XP? Do we really need to get another Pidgeot XP? Or can we move on with our lives? Fletchfinder and Talonflame were great because they broke away from that formula. They were fire flying types, which, yes, has that 4 times weakness, but also, one, Flame Body is a great ability for Pokemon to have, just saying. Shit, seriously? More HM slaves. But see, we've grown past that in Pokemon games. We now can summon Pokemon with our watches. Or even better, we summon them with a flute and we get shoved into a basket. We get shoved into a basket by Pokemon's Sonic OC to climb mountains. It's great. But no, seriously. We have progressed beyond certain things. But what if they don't carry that mechanic over? Oh, they're going to. They're going to bring back Ride Pokemon for Scarlet and Violet. Nezuko mode is still the best mode in Pokemon. Look. It's definitely the funniest. It was also definitely just really nice to be able to go like, oh yeah, in the basket we go to climb the mountain. The climbing isn't as smooth as in Breath of the Wild. I will say that much, but I mean, expecting Breath of the Wild right out of the bat for the Pokemon Company when until now they've basically just been doing 2D and 2D.5 games is a bit much. You want Fuecoco to be Dragon type and Steel Fairy, Cross-esque Pokemon. Oh, you want them to just completely do away with the regular grass, fire, and water trifecta. Which again, like, I'm not against that. I remember way back a million years ago when each generation basically, but really with Black and White, they were thinking that they were just going to completely do away with the fire, grass, and water type and change it to steel, dark, and something else. I don't remember what exactly. It's like, alright, we know what? We have a new trifecta. We can go with the new trifecta. Anyways, alright, I'm gonna put away some of these Oran berries. So that I can withdraw some max ethers, because that's actually what I'm short on. Finally. I want other type starters, make dragon type starters, make steel type starters. Steel, that was it. You're tired of firefighting and pure water types. Look, I'm tired of firefighting types and pure waters too. I'm not against that. And I would actually like to see having a dragon type that's available early game. I think that would be really cool to have a dragon type Pokemon that you can train from the beginning rather than finding it semi-late game and have to stop everything you're doing to grind it up. That's what I would really prefer to see. I would like to see from the beginning more things like that. The Pokemon that do take you a long time to level up are available in early game. That's what I would like to see. And so, like, again, like Metang, which is a Pokemon that takes you a long time, it is a pseudo-legendary, I understand that. But at the same time, I'd like to put in the work for that Pokemon from the beginning. It's like, that's the sort of thing that I would like to see. Alright, let's eat this. Let's go, because I still haven't found the stairs yet either. I want to make the starters as wild Pokemon. I want to catch them rather than trade them. Game Freak, please. That was a really pleasant surprise in Pokemon Arceus, being able to find the starters as well. So yeah, I really did like that, and I think that I do think that should be a change going forward. And that was something that they kind of had in Let's Go Pikachu as well. Just that you had available from, not necessarily from the beginning, but you did have, like, you were able to find wild Bulbasaur. You were able to find wild Squirtles. You were able to find wild Pikachus that were maybe not as good as the Pikachu that you had, but it was still a decent Pokemon. Sure. But, okay, this is what I mean by the linked moves not being all that great, because growth won't go any higher, but because it's linked, I can't get Kimothy to stop using it. It will literally use growth to death. Because the AI doesn't give me that sort of control over the Pokemon anymore. Of like, yes, sometimes I want to have growth linked up. Ah, shoot. But not always. I want to hold on to that gold ribbon. I can eat an apple. And I'm just going to do that. And eat the apple. So yeah, I think that, like, the old a lot of things from the games now are because of the older conventions with the games. And so, like, trading Pokemon to evolve them, that's from back in Gen 1. And that was, one, to promote parents to... Well, here's the thing. The way that that whole trading method was originally designed was, at least by the creator's intent, was to encourage kids to talk with each other and play games with each other. That worked in highly populated areas, but not in, well, North America, for example. Where, like, you might be the only kid for ages. And these days, it feels more like a cash grab, especially from a North American point of view. It's useful, but I never liked it. Yeah, I'm starting to not like it either, but it's a bit late now. Okay, I could go and unlink the move for sure, but that would require effort, and I haven't quite found an item yet that I've desperately wanted, but couldn't pick up for whatever reason. So, like, if it gets to the point where there is an item, I think I picked up a link box, and I'll use it to unlink Razor Leaf, just because... Oh, no. Okay, I did pick up a linked box. So, yeah, definitely... If I come across an item that I want to get, but I can't because I have no more PP, then, yeah, I'll take the time and unlink Razor Leaf and... Well, okay, for example. I have this linked box. So, link. Well, actually, no, I want to delink. Delink them, please. Thank you very much. Yep. So, got that delinked. And I don't care. Mock ribbon. Neat. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that there for now. The mock ribbon is more interesting to me. Linked boxes have a high sell price, so more money. Okay. Shoot. Alright, let's go back and pick up that oranberry. Because, yeah, now I'm gonna want it. Oh god. Alright, that wasn't too bad. But anyways, what was I talking about? Well, okay, no. I want to see the Pokemon Company actually break form with Scarlet and Violet. Do I expect it? Not really. Because, I mean, this is the Pokemon Company. But, again, like, what I would like to see is, like, making the pseudo-legendary Pokemon available sooner. So that if you really want to have them on your team, you do have to work for them. But you can put in that work from the beginning. You don't have to wait until halfway through the game, pick up the Pokemon, and stop what you're doing to train that Pokemon up. Money? I mean, sure, but I also have a gold ribbon in my box, so I'm gonna get money from that. Oh. Well, fine, we'll fight. No, yeah. So there are certain things that I would like to see happen in the future. And yeah, one of them can definitely be that we break away from the traditional fire, water, and grass starters. Or very especially, we break away from the usual ones. Spanish melodic, like Water Fairy? Yeah, sure. I'm trying to think of something. I mean, Spanish melodic would be interesting. But yeah, I think like... Well, here's the thing. I don't know what animals exist in Spain, really. But like, Vivillon? I think that would be a good one to bring back because... I mean, France and Spain are next to each other as countries. I think that having Pokemon from Kalos appear in Scarlet and Violet would make sense. We're gonna get Kimothy to drink this, so I do have growth back. But I don't need to wake up that Metang over there. And it's not clear that there are even any more items on that floor, so... Oh! Dun dun dun! We've come pretty far into the forest. I think we'll be out if we can get through this part. It shouldn't be long. Hang in there. Guess what's gonna happen, though? Because no one has a brain cell but us. Huh? Timothy, did you just say something? I didn't think so. There's communication problems all over. A voice? I must have imagined it. Turn back. You may not pass. Who's there? You are forbidden to pass. If you persist in trying to pass, then so be it. But only after you have defeated me. Because Dazzle has a brain cell, but Dazzle cannot recognize patterns of events. Ow! It's too bright! The ice surrounding us is reflecting this light. But then again, maybe Dazzle doesn't know about Articuno. I am Articuno, the warder of ice. Those that enter the forest I shall destroy with all my might. Yeah, we've come across Gandalf. Let us begin. Articuno the White. Or Gandalf, it was Gandalf the Grey at this point. Articuno the White. Anyways, I'm switching back to Kimothy because, again, shoot. Yeah. So yeah, I'm switching back to Kimothy because Kimothy is weak to Articuno's main move. I have to throw this. Oh, hang on. Okay, that will work. Although, something I should actually consider is... Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. But, fine. Let's use a sleep seed and throw it. And I'm gonna switch to Dazzle. Oh shoot, Dazzle's frozen. But I also can't... I actually can't switch away from Dazzle. It won't physically let me. Okay, there we go. Not what I had wanted to do, but sure. Again, I keep forgetting to actually use items. So, I'm gonna save that one for Dazzle. And I'm gonna throw this at Articuno right now. Because, again, like, sometimes the Pokemon do what I don't want them to do. Because, like, Dazzle right there walked away. When what I could have done was eat this Blast Seed and blasted Articuno for 100. But no, instead, I had to use up a whole thing of movement because the game was like, no, Dazzle's gonna walk over here to do that. They don't say this, but just make fights easier. Bigger models of Pokemon attack directionally. Okay. Well, no, like, when I had Kimothy and Dazzle further apart, and Kimothy was specifically targeted by, Articuno. And yeah, like, Powder Snow does that. Might as well. AI will never use items. They will do the thing berries where they automatically act. See, like, that's not what I'm talking about, though. What I'm talking about is that Dazzle literally took a step away from Articuno when I was about to use a Blast Seed. I didn't have the Blast Seed picked up, but I had no way of telling the computer, like, no, don't move Dazzle unless, again, I go into a menu to change Dazzle's AI thing. And that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it takes a while to get into the menu to do that. And it doesn't make sense for me to do that. Especially when I'm so close to finishing the fight, apparently. Because there's no health bar. Please, Articuno. We have to keep moving. We have to get through this. Please let us pass. No, I cannot allow your passage. Why? Why can't we pass? The frigid forest air. It has warmed considerably in recent times. Warmed? But I'm still freezing, but... The flow of frigid air has been disturbed in the forest. Snow has started to melt. Snow is melting. Snow that has never melted before. Winter is broken. Christmas has come. The White Witch's hold on Narnia has broken. This has never happened, even once. Then you appeared in the forest. Is this not your doing? We don't have anything to do with that. It's just a coincidence. I'm a water type and Kimothy is a grass type. Hey, Articuno, you have to listen. It's not our fault that the snow is melting here. It's not just here. Natural disasters are happening all over the place because no one knows how to communicate with each other. Even if we hadn't come, the frigid air here would have been disturbed. Is that all? You expect me to believe that? Ah! Enough of your foolish talk. Prepare for your end. Stop it! Absol! There's nothing false in what they said. Calamities are indeed occurring in nature everywhere. Is that true? Yes. I have the ability to sense natural disasters. The calamities taking place now are of a special nature. I've never experienced such before. I am the only one of my kind, so if the gods are depending on me to deliver the message, well, everyone's just gonna have to wait until I can get there on my legs. Because text messaging hasn't happened yet. We don't have ARC phones, and we don't even have thumbs to use ARC phones. It's a tear-inducing system, but you'll learn to get numb to it. See, no, well, maybe, but I will continue to complain about it. Like what I would, that would have been really cool for this game. I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me get back to that. We have plot to take care of. We have plot right now. So, there are calamities besides this. Fine. I will choose to believe you. You may pass. Articuno. However, you must try to prevent the calamities from spreading. I'm counting on you. Yep, we promise, Articuno. We're gonna take a bunch of jobs and we're not gonna tell anyone that they're overlapping and just get payment for all of them. Phew, that was too close. Thank you. You saved us. Rather than saying thanks, focus on stopping the calamities before they worsen. If they are left unchecked, worse will befall us. My instincts warn me so. I sense the terrible power of the natural calamities. I was led here by my feelings of foreboding. I think it would be best if we combined forces. I will join you. Huh? You will? Really? Really. To put an end to the calamities, cooperation is vital. Let me lend you my powers. Thank you, Absol. We can now access the Darkness Ridge camp and... Absol is on our team! Huzzah! With Squeeze Out. And so, we get through the frosty forest, we head farther north because north is apparently the direction of safety. The more they advanced, the harsher the conditions became. You can tell that this was made by somebody in the northern hemisphere, not the southern hemisphere. This icy mountain path seems to go on forever. We've walked a long way here. Dazzle looks exhausted too. I don't even know what trees these are. We've been running all this time out of desperation. What's in store for us ahead? Are we really doing the right thing? It's too cold. There's only snow around us now. The scenery hasn't changed at all for a while now. Are we even getting anywhere? Are we going anywhere? I don't think we decided that. Hey, Timothy, you know what I'm thinking? I think we finally reached a place where there's no one else but us. I also have this feeling there's nothing ahead of us here. And I'm feeling pretty beat. We too... What's gonna happen to us? Don't worry, we'll be fine. There's a plot. Yeah, you're right. I literally have probably like another 17 slots to fill, Dazzle. On the save menu, we're fine. Okay, Dazzle, you're gonna go, but I'm also just about to go, so I'm gonna say bye now. So, bye. We came out here, there's no point wondering about it. Sorry, Timothy. I I got to feeling sorry for myself. Timothy, I came out here because I believed in you. And that's not changing. I'll keep believing in you, Timothy. I'll go wherever you go. Dazzle trusts me without a doubt. I cannot afford to be indecisive. I have to believe in myself more. What was that? Does he? What? Huh? What's the matter, Timothy? What's the matter, Timothy? Finally. Finally, you have arrived. Someone is talking to me? Dazzle? No, this voice isn't Dazzle. This voice, I've heard it somewhere. Finally, you have arrived. I have been waiting for you. Gardevoir? I'm so glad. Finally, we get to meet. You're... What? Hey, Timothy, what's up with you? Talking to yourself like that? I cannot be seen by others. I am visible only to you. A little farther ahead, there is a jagged mountain range topped by Mount Freeze. On its peak, Ninetales lives. Ninetales? Ninetales awaits your arrival. Beware. Oh, wait! Hey, Timothy! Come on, Timothy! What were you doing? What just happened to you? Okay, so that's what happened? Gardevoir appeared to you? So that's why you were looking so stunned? But wow, Ninetales isn't just a legend, it really exists. And that Ninetales is up at the peak way up here? Timothy, all the effort we put into getting here, it's finally going to pay off. We'll meet Ninetales and get the truth. We'll finally clear your reputation, Timothy. That'll be great. Yeah, about that. Hey, Timothy, you don't need to look so worried. It'll be okay. Timothy, I can understand how it'd be scary for you to meet Ninetales, the heartless human who abandoned Gardevoir. How that might be you? I bet you're scared thinking that. But that's impossible. You're not that human, I'm sure. How can you say that, Well, there was a time when I had some doubts, but now, I wonder why. I really don't know why. But it doesn't matter now. Timothy, you're a really good sort. You know, before, when I first got the idea to start this rescue team, I met you in the tiny woods, Timothy. Now that I think about it, there was something different about you. Just a feeling. This is kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. But I believe in you, Timothy. Anyway, we'll know the truth when we get to the peak. Timothy, let's give it our best. Alright, and that's where I think you think Totodile has experienced Stockholm Syndrome. I think Totodile has a case of there's another word for it. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I'm not sure that this is Stockholm Syndrome. Because I didn't kidnap Totodile. If anything, Totodile kidnapped me. Anyways, this is where we're going to stop for today. So, bye-bye.